The mountains, lakes, and gigantic trees make a beautiful emerald necklace around Zhangwen Reservoir. The green waves and the reflection of verdant trees contribute a graceful and spiritual beauty to the reservoir lake. Located upstream Zhangwen Creek, Zhangwen Reservoir, one of the major national economic constructions, was built in 1967 and completed in 1973. The main purpose of this construction is to regulate the water supply for irrigation in the Jiayi and Tainan regions. In addition, the reservoir serves other functions such as power supply, water supply, flood control, tourism, and more. As the largest reservoir in Taiwan, Zhangwen Reservoir Crest has a dam 700 meters long with 133 meters elevation. Currently, the effective storage volume reaches 573,230,000 cubic meters. Structural organization and duties. Zhangwen Reservoir is under the jurisdiction of the South Water Resources Bureau, the Water Conservancy Administration, and the Ministry of Economic Affairs. An administration center is set up for flood control and operation, security maintenance, management, and related affairs, making Zhangwen Reservoir a multi-objective reservoir. Usually, the staff at the administration center monitor and control the operation through computerized automatic observation instruments. In addition, regular patrols to the watershed area and the water source protection zone protect the water source area from improper development and man-made pollution. Multi-objective reservoir function. Zhangwen Reservoir serves as a multi-objective and multi-function reservoir. The reservoir was essentially designed to operate in series connection with Wusantou Reservoir. Water first goes through Zhangwen Power Plant to generate electricity by elevation difference. The tailwater is released to the Tengkou diversion weir and directed to Wusantou Reservoir to regulate and supply water for irrigation and household use to Jiayi and Tainan regions. The following introduces the main functions of the reservoir. Irrigation. Zhangwen Reservoir irrigates the Qianan Plain, including the area of 75,828 hectares from the south of Beigang Creek to the north of Ran Creek. Originally, the crops in Jiayi and Tainan regions were taking turns for irrigation every 3 years. After the reservoir was completed to supply water for irrigation, the agricultural pattern in the regions became 2 harvests every 3 years. By increasing the production of crops and improving the economy of agricultural areas, the reservoir makes a great contribution to agricultural development in Taiwan. Water supply. Zhangwen Reservoir supplies water for public and industrial use in the Jiayi and Tainan regions. With regard to industrial use, the reservoir supplies water to large-scale factories such as Chenkong Brewery, Longtian Winery, Taiwan Sugar Corporation, President Corporation, etc. Therefore, the reservoir greatly enhances the economic efficiency to business and industries in Jiayi and Tainan regions. Power generation. Zhangwen Reservoir takes full advantage of the reserved water and turns it into electricity through Zhangwen Power Plant. The generated power is then conveyed to Baihe and Nanhua transformer stations by the power transit system to supply for the operation demand of Tai Power Supply System at peak hours. On average, 200,001,000 kilowatt hours of electricity are sold every year. Flood control. Flood control is one of the major functions of the reservoir. The reservoir will stop and store the heavy rain and floods brought by the rainy season and typhoons. It not only fully develops the function of flood control, but also regulates the water elevation of Tsungwan Creek to safeguard the security of residents downstream. Tourism. The green mountains around Tsungwan Reservoir, the flying waterfall at discharge, and the verdant forests weave into a relaxing picture of natural beauty. In order to share such a delightful view with the public, the reservoir was approved and opened to visitors by the Ministry of the Interior in 1978. Under the guidance and assistance of the Bureau of Tourism, the reservoir is equipped with a variety of recreational facilities to provide the best quality service to people. In addition, the dining and accommodation services provided by an international class holiday hotel and the Youth Activity Center add more flavors to the reservoir. The natural beauty and perfect services make tourists think of nothing but coming back all the time. Maintenance of reservoir facilities. Regular safety check of dam structure. Facility maintenance of Tsungwan Reservoir involves regular safety check to the main dam and appurtenant structures. The items inspected include the dam body, spillways, floodgates, power plant, and inlet gate permanent river outlet. Regular checks and maintenance are carried out according to related items. In addition, professional engineering consultant companies are also commissioned to assess the integral safety of the main dam every 5 years. All these efforts are made to guarantee the safety of the reservoir facilities. Maintenance of access and lakeside roads. The maintenance items include regular maintenance of road surfaces and roadside slopes. When the roads are damaged or collapsed due to natural disasters like earthquakes, typhoons, and downpour, urgent handling and repair is needed to ensure the safety of people and vehicles. Maintenance of landscape and facilities in the scenic area. The beautiful views around Tsungwan Reservoir make it a well-known tourist attraction in the country. Therefore, maintaining the landscape and facilities in the scenic area becomes an important task for the center. Currently, cleanup and beautification of the environment is commissioned to specialized companies on a regular basis. Every year, the tourist facilities are also renovated and maintained to provide visitors a comfortable and relaxed trip to Tsungwan Reservoir.